Johannes, how do you motivate and get this group ready for a react? And what do you want to see on Monday after that? What you'd be asking from your players?
Yeah, good question again, because of course there's two sides of it. I want to see more competitiveness, and I want to see more eagerness to win first contacts, but also want to see a little bit more calmness in dealing with second balls. So our clearances doesn't stay on close to our box, but we get it all the way down to the other end of the pitch, and that's down to calmness in those situations, but also the desire to deal with first contacts. That's one of it. Then the second is we have to be much better on the ball, because that's the way to make sure that you don't have to deal with too many crosses. If you are better on the ball, and if you keep the ball for longer time, and if you keep them for longer spells, and if you push the opposition more back than what we managed to do today, then you avoid all those situations. So there's two things, and that's what we have to prepare for Monday.
How do you instill that in the side, in a group who have obviously lost confidence a bit? I mean, sport is a confidence thing. When you're winning, it all feels easy. You haven't got much time between now and Monday.
No, so we have to grab the things that we can actually affect at the moment. So it can be that we create a couple of patterns that will give us a little bit of a boost to begin with. For example, I can give you today. I actually think it was a great start for us, because we won a corner kick after 30 seconds. We went forward directly from the kickoff, had a couple of movements. It was about to turn into a chance. It got us a corner kick. That's a way to start. That's a simple thing that can give a little bit of a momentum, a little bit of confidence into a group that is clearly lacking it at the moment. So that's just to give you one example. There can be more patterns in our play that can be done a little bit more simple. The execution is not too complicated, but the outcome can be that we win a little bit more confidence from that situation. That's definitely something we have to look at.
Is the mood, not just tonight, but are you concerned about the confidence levels in the group?
Yeah, I would say both yes and no, because there's players that are quite good at dealing with situations like this, and know that that's a part of football. No one wants to lose a football game, never. But it's a part of it, and they are quite good at getting on with it and focus on the next one. And then there's a group of players where they struggle, and they will be affected also when we see each other tomorrow. So it's again, when we make the team selection, it will be about finding the players that we think is the best fit for the Monday game. Probably the players that I mentioned first will be a good fit for the Monday game, but also see if we can support some of them that is down on confidence at the moment. And like I said, see if we can give them a couple of solutions out there that will create a little bit of a confidence boost, because you can do it in many ways, and that's a big part of it. But I still have to go back and say, we need to raise the quality on defending situations like deep free kicks and also just early balls in the box from a goalkeeper or centre back, because if you don't get that right on Monday, it can be the same game picture as today.
What chance of Doyle starting on Monday?
Good question again. I spent most of the time here after the game just talking to especially the leading players in the team, and just to make sure where the mood was and what we can expect tomorrow and how we have to deal with the next couple of days, and not too much with the physios yet. He's been doing well, and he's been in training for, is it 1 week, I think, more or less, and he's been doing well, and I also think he did okay out there today, and I think he was bringing actually a little bit of that competitiveness, even though not everything was perfect from him out there. So we hope that he can play more minutes, but we also have to understand there's only 2 days of recovery in between the games, and he's just coming back from an injury.
You'd like to start him though.
He's a great player, and he was, when we go back to what we mentioned, probably the first 6 months of the season where we had more consistency in some of our performances, he was a big part of that. So obviously if he is ready, but I will not play him if he doesn't feel right, or if he's not feeling ready. But I think he's definitely an option if he comes back tomorrow, which I will hope he does, and say that he's more than fit.
Ante Sirinac likely to be?
No, I don't
bench?
think so.
No,
I don't think so. I think that will be next game after Monday. That is Middlesbrough away. That's a Saturday, right? I think that could be more realistic. We still have to wait and see. He's not been in training with us at all here up to this game.
Jurassic for Monday?
that's a possibility, yeah, because he's been in training and we try to now scale up his load a little bit. And he's been with the group the whole week, and he's been progressing, and he's been doing more and more and more. So I think it is the time also, because we really want him to play some minutes before end of the season. We really want him to get out there and get some experience, but also just to show what he can do, and also just to show his teammates and be a part of that, and give us one more option up front. So I think we will. Is give it a push the right expression? I don't know, but if it is, I think we will, to see if we can use him.
And as you say, in terms of, because obviously now the end of the season sort of feels like it's important for next season. That is a very clear signal. You know, there's a player you feel can be part of what you're trying to build here. To just give him that confidence, get him out on the pitch, let the fans have a look at him, and that's a good positive.
It is really, and it will be probably mostly a positive for him. To get out there and have some experience playing away from home, playing out here at home where he have had 10 minutes or something like that, I think. So that will probably be and definitely be useful for him and the whole team. So we will do everything we can.
Just final one. I mean, we know that this is the game where yourself and Ben and the players made that gesture to the support, particularly the away support. There's going to be, I'd imagine it's a full allocation, 3,000 or so. So even more important off today's performance, that you turn up, that team who turn up in green and yellow on Monday and give those 3,000.
Very, very, very important. So a couple of very important days, Saturday and Sunday here. So we make sure we get it right. Would it be a difficult game? Yeah, 100% it will. Would it be a game where we cannot expect to be on top for 90 minutes? Yeah, 100%. And there will be situations like the situations we saw out here today with defending crosses and defending set pieces. But we have to come up with a plan that probably protects us a little bit better. And if we have to take moments in the game where it's all about that, and we have to make sure that is done right, then that's how it is. And we're not. We have to be able to play a game like that. We cannot just expect that it will be our kind of game for 90 minutes. So we have to compete in what is probably their main areas, and we have to make sure that we are better in our areas.
Thanks everybody. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.